Hello students, this is Priyanka Kulkarni. Today I will start the chapter Linear Inequalities. This is the 6th chapter in the NCERT textbook. The word inequality itself says that which are not equal, or it is opposite to the word equal or equality. Unequal ಅಂತಂದ್ರೇನು ಯಾವುದು equal ಅಲ್ವೋ ಅದು unequal. Then you might have get an idea that in this chapter you are going to learn something about inequals or which are not equal. So before we understand the meaning of inequalities or linear inequalities, recall that in your previous classes or lower classes you have studied equations. Equationsಗೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಮೀಕರಣ ಅಂತಾರೆ. For example, x plus 2 is equal to 0 is an equation. Further, we can solve this equation by taking plus 2 to the RHS. We get x is equal to minus 2. Similarly, another example is 2x is equal to 4, or 3 plus 5 is equal to 8. X plus 3 is equal to 5. If I consider numbers, then the number 2 is equal to 2 itself. 5 is equal to 5 itself. These are all examples of equations. Then what do you mean by equations? ಸಮೀಕರಣ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? If there is an equality sign between two expressions or two numbers, then it is called an equation. ಎರಡು algebraic expressions ನಡುವೆ ಅಥವಾ ಎರಡು ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ನಡುವೆ ಇಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಸೈನ್ ಬಂತು ಅಂದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಅಂತೀವಿ ಅಥವಾ ಸಮೀಕರಣ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Or in short, you can say if LHS is equal to RHS. Now, I consider two numbers 2 and 3. Are they equal? No, they are not equal. So, this is not an equation. But I can define one relation between these two numbers. That is, I can say 2 is less than 3 or 3 is greater than 2. Here I am defining the relation between the numbers which are not equal, or I have introduced two new symbols for the numbers which are not equal. So we call these as inequality. ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಯಾವ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಇಲ್ವೋ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಸಿಂಬಾಲ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವೆರಡು ನಂಬರ್ದು ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಅಂದರೆ ನಮಗಿಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬಂತು, ಇಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಬರಲಿಲ್ಲ, inequality bantu. Similarly, I can define relation between expressions. That is, x plus 2 is greater than 3, or 2x plus y is less than 5. X plus 2 greater than 3 means x plus 2 can take the values which are greater than 3. Or we can also define the relation greater than or equal to. We read the symbol as greater than or equal to. This means that x plus 2 can take the values which are greater than 3, and also it can take the value which is equal to 3. But it is not saying that x plus 2 is exactly equal to 3. This is an inequality. Similarly, 2x plus y can take the values less than 5. Or if I define it as less than or equal to, then this means that 2x plus y takes the value equal to 5 or less than 5 also. So these are all an examples of inequality. Then the inequality is very simple, that instead of equality sign, if we have any of these symbols, that is less than, greater than, or greater than or equal to, or less than or equal to symbols between the two expressions or two numbers are called inequality. ಇಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಬದಲು ಇವು ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಸಿಂಬಲ್ಸ್ ಬಂದವು ಅಂದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇನ್ಇಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಅಂತೇವೆ. ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಲುಕ್ ಎಟ್ ದ ಡೆಫಿನಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಇಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ, ಆರ್ ವಿ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕಾಲ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆಸ್ ಇನ್ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್. Two real numbers or two algebraic expressions. Algebraic expression ಅಂದರೆ the expression containing the variables related by the symbol less than, greater than, or less than or equal to, greater than or equal to form an inequality. So these are all examples of inequality. Now the question arises that why we have to learn the inequalities? What is the use of the inequality? I would like to say that there are many situations where we use the concept of inequality. I can give one simple real life example to understand the use of the inequality. Suppose if you meet a new person, then immediately you try to know or guess the age of the person. ನೀವು ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಹೊಸ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗೆ ಭೇಟಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟಾಗಿ ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಅವ್ರ ಏಜನ್ನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳಕ್ಕೆ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಅಥವಾ ಅವ್ರ ಏಜನ್ನು ಗೆಸ್ ಆದರೂ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ವೈ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಯು ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ನೋ ಇನ್ ವಾಟ್ ವೇ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ದ ಪರ್ಸನ್. ನೀವು ಆ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿನ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಗೌರವಿಸ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳಕ್ಕೆ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಐದರ್ ಹಿ ಈಸ್ ಅನ್ ಎಲ್ಡರ್ ದೆನ್ ಯು, ಯಂಗರ್ ದೆನ್ ಯು, ಆರ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಯು. ಅವ್ರು ನಿಮ್ಗಿಂತ ದೊಡ್ಡೋರಿದ್ದಾರಾ, ಸಣ್ಣೋರಿದ್ದಾರಾ, ಅಥವಾ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಏಜಿಗೆ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಇದ್ದಾರಾ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀರಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್, ಬಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಇಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ. ಅನದರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಈಸ್, ಸಪೋಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಐ ಸೇ ಯು ಆಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟಿಂಕ್ಷನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಯರ್ ಇನ್ ಯರ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಈ ವರ್ಷ ಡಿಸ್ಟಿಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ, we already know that to obtain distinction you have to score equal to 85% or more than 85%. Then to get a distinction, I mean to say that you all have to score equal to 85% or more than 85%. up to 100 you can score. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಡಿಸ್ಟಿಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ 85% ಅಥವಾ 85ಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ. It doesn't mean that you all have to score exactly equal to 85. Exact equal to 85ನೇ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. Here we are not using the concept of equality. We are using inequality. Suppose if your score is X, then I mean to say that you all have to score greater than or equal to 85. Not exactly equal. Another example is, suppose if your mother gives you 200 rupees and asks you to bring chocolates of each rupees 10 from this amount. ನಿಮ್ಮ ತಾಯಿ 200 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ 10 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಬೆಲೆ ಬಾಳುವಂಥ ಚಾಕ್ಲೇಟ್ಸನ್ನು ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಬರ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಈಸಿ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಫಾರ್ 1 ಚಾಕ್ಲೇಟ್ ದ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ rupees 10. Now you have 200 rupees. You have to find the number of chocolates which you can purchase from this 200 rupees. So we consider X be the number of chocolates that you can purchase. Then the problem is very simple, that for 10 rupees 1 chocolate, for 200 rupees X number of chocolates, cross multiply, you get 10x is equal to 200. Then dividing both sides by 10, we get x is equal to 200 divided by 10, which is equal to 20. Now you answer that we can purchase 20 chocolates from this amount. So this type of example is very familiar to you all. You are studying this from primary level. ಇದನ್ನು ನೀವು ಸಣ್ಣೋರಿದ್ದಾಗಿಂದ ಕಲಿತಿದ್ದೀರಿ. Now I'll just change the situation that your mother gives you 200 rupees and tell you to purchase chocolates of each rupees 10, and you are free to purchase any number of chocolates, and also you can keep the amount remaining amount after purchasing the chocolate. ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ತಾಯಿ ನಿಮಗೆ 200 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕಾದಷ್ಟು 10 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಚಾಕ್ಲೇಟ್ಸ್ ತೊಗೊಳ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ನೀವು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಉಳಿದಿದ್ದನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಬಹುದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಇಷ್ಟ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲೇನಾಯಿತು, ಯು ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ಫ್ರೀ ಟು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ದ ಚಾಕ್ಲೇಟ್. Now you can plan that you can purchase 0 chocolate and keep all 200 rupees with you, or you can purchase 1 chocolate which is of rupees 10 and you can keep the remaining amount, that is 190 rupees with you. You can purchase 2 chocolates, 3 chocolates, maximum you can purchase 20 chocolates. The choice is left to you. So you can purchase the number of chocolates less than or equal to 20. Here we got an inequality. Here I am just trying to give an idea that in many cases of our real life we are applying the inequality concept instead of equality. But there are wide range of applications of this concept inequality. It is used in many fields. You can learn them later in your higher studies. Let us understand some definitions of inequality. The first is, I have already discussed the definition of inequality. Two real numbers or two algebraic expressions related by the symbol less than, greater than, less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to, less than, greater than, less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to, form an inequality. These are all examples of inequality. Now, if the inequality involve only numbers, then such inequalities are called numerical inequalities. And if the inequalities involve the variables, then such inequalities are called literal inequalities. ಇನ್ಇಕ್ವಾಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೇ ನಂಬರ್ ಇದ್ವು ಅಂದರೆ ಅವನ್ನ ನ್ಯೂಮರಿಕಲ್ ಇನ್ಇಕ್ವಾಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಇನ್ಇಕ್ವಾಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ಸು ಬಂದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಲಿಟ್ರಲ್ ಇನ್ಇಕ್ವಾಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ such inequalities, that is 3 numbers or expressions are related by 2 inequality symbols. We read this as 5 is greater than 3 and less than 7. Similarly, another example, x is greater than or equal to 3 and less than 5. I can give one example for this. Remember that example of scoring distinction. If your score is x, then you all have to score greater than or equal to 85%, but we know that you can score maximum 100. So your score should be greater than or equal to 85 and less than or equal to 100. We call such inequalities as double inequalities, which involves 2 inequality symbols and relates 3 expressions or 3 numbers. And if the inequality involve any of these 2 symbols, either less than or greater than, but not greater than or equal to or less than or equal to, then such inequality are called strict inequality. That is, the inequalities in which less than or greater than are involved are called strict inequalities. ಇನ್ಇಕ್ವಾಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇವು 2 ಸಿಂಬೋಲಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಸಿಂಬೋಲ್ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಇಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ವಿ ನೋ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ 7 ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಲೆಸ್ ದೆನ್ 9. ಇಟ್ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು. ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ 7 ಲೆಸ್ ದೆನ್ ಆರ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 9 ಬರೋಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. So this is strict inequality. Another example is, I can take x less than 2 or x greater than 5 or 2x plus y greater than 6. Here I am using the symbol less than or greater than, but not less than or equal to or greater than or equal to. So these are the examples of strict inequality. ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಇಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಅದೇ ಥರ ಇವು ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಸಿಂಬಾಲ್ ಇದ್ವು ಅಂದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವೇನಂತೀವಿ ಸ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಇನ್ಇಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ. ದ ಇನ್ಇಕ್ವಾಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಇನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಲೆಸ್ ದೆನ್ ಆರ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು or greater than or equal to symbols are involved are called slack inequalities. Example, x is less than or equal to 2. 3 plus x is greater than or equal to 7. So here we are using the symbol less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. So these are slack inequalities. Remember, in strict inequalities we do not use equality sign. So it involves either less than or greater than. We can also call it as strictly less than or strictly greater than. Such inequalities are called strict inequalities. Slack inequalities alli ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಲೆಸ್ ದೆನ್ ಅಂತ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಲೆಸ್ ದೆನ್ ಆರ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಅಥವಾ ಗ್ರೇಟರ್ ದೆನ್ ಆರ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಸೈನ್ ಇರ್ತವೆ. These definitions are not asked in the examinations, but it is important to understand. Just understand the definitions. It will not be appeared in the examination. Next definition is linear inequality. So this is the title of the chapter, linear inequality. Before we understand this, remember that you have studied the concept linear equation in your previous class. ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ಮದು ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಕಲ್ತಿರಿ. ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೇನು? ಇಫ್ ದ ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ 1, ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ವೈ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 3. ಡಿಗ್ರಿ 1 ಅಂತಂದರೆ ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲದ್ದು ಪವರ್ 1 ಇರಬೇಕು. ಆವಾಗ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಇಂಥ ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್ನಿಗೆ ಏನನ್ನೋದು ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಅನದರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, x plus 3 is equal to 5. Here the power of the variable is 1. It is of degree 1, so it is a linear equation. Or 2x plus 3y is equal to 7. Again here also the power of the variables x and y are 1. It is of degree 1, so it is a linear equation. Suppose if the equation is x square plus 2 is equal to 5. Observe here the power of the variable is 2. It is not equal to 1. It is not first degree. It is a second degree equation. Then it is not linear equation. ಇಲ್ಲಿ x ದ ಪವರ್ 2 ಇದೆ, ಅದು ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Similarly, if we have the equation xy is equal to 5. Here the power of the variable x is 1 and y is 1, but the degree is 2. We add the powers of x and y in case of product. It will be of degree 2, so it is not a linear equation. Linear equation ಅಂತಂದರೆ equation ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿದಾಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಅದೇ ಥರ ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಇನ್ಇಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? ಇನ್ಇಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿದಾಗಿರಬೇಕು. If the inequality is of first degree, that is, the variable occurring in the inequality are of power 1 or are of degree 1, then such inequality is called linear inequality. So here x plus y is less than 3 is linear because the power of the variables is 1. Similarly, x plus 3 greater than or equal to 5 is linear because it is of degree 1. 2x plus 3y less than 7 is also linear, degree 1. X square plus 2 greater than or equal to 5 is not linear because it is of degree 2. Similarly, xy is less than or equal to 5 is not linear because we have the product of two variables and it is of degree 2. ಅಂದರೆ ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಇನ್ಇಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? ಇನ್ಇಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ಸ್ದು ಪವರ್ 1 ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದರೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಇನ್ಇಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿದಾಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂದರೆ, ಮತ್ತು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಟರ್ಮಲ್ಲೂ ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ಸ್ದು ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ಇನ್ಇಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಇನ್ಇಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಆ್ಯನ್ ಇನ್ಇಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಈಸ್ ಸೆಡ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಇಫ್ ಈಚ್ ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ ಆಕರ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ only, and there is no term involving the product of variables. is called linear inequality. Example, 2x plus 3y less than 5. The power of the variables is 1. It is of degree 1, so it is a linear inequality. Here also, ax plus b greater than or equal to 0. It is an inequality and it is of degree 1, so it is a linear inequality. 5x plus 4 is less than or equal to 3. ಇದು ಕೂಡ ಇನ್ಇಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಇನ್ಇಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಸಿಂಬೋಲ್ ಇದೆ ಮತ್ತಿಲ್ಲಿ ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ಸದ್ದು ಪವರ್ 1 ಇದೆ, ಅಂದರೆ ಇದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿದಾಯಿತು, ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಇನ್ಇಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಇನ್ಇಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೆಫಿನಿಷನ್, ಲೀನಿಯರ್ inequalities in one variable. The name itself says that an inequality should be linear and it should involve one variable. ಇದರ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು? ಇನ್ಇಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಇರಬೇಕು ಮತ್ತು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೇ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. A linear inequality containing only one variable is called linear inequality. In one variable. Example, 2x plus 5 less than or equal to 0. Observe here, this is an inequality and it is of degree 1, so it is a linear inequality, and also it contains only one variable, so it is a linear inequality in one variable. Similarly, 3x plus 4 greater than 0, it is an inequality and the inequality is of degree 1, so it is a linear inequality and it contains only one variable. Linear inequality in one variable. These are all examples of linear inequalities in one variable. You can also say that an inequality of the form ax plus b less than 0, where a and b are numbers, ax plus b greater than 0, ax plus b greater than or equal to 0, and ax plus b less than or equal to 0, where a is not equal to 0. If the inequality is any of these form, then we call such inequalities as linear inequality in one variable x. Here we have variable x. In the first exercise, we study all examples of linear inequalities in one variable. So these are all some definitions of inequalities. Now the next concept is solution of an inequality. In your previous classes, you have already solved so many equations. You know how to solve the equations. Equations inna solve ಮಾಡೋದು ಕಲ್ತಿರಿ. For example, if you have an equation x plus 2 is equal to 0, then we take 2 to the RHS and we get x is equal to minus 2, then we say this is the solution of the equation and the value of x is minus 2 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಅದೇ ಥರ 2x is equal to 4 ಇದ್ದರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? ಇದನ್ನು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ we divide both sides by 2. We get x is equal to 4 divided by 2, which is equal to 2. So x is equal to 2 is the solution of the equation ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. Similarly, x plus 3 is equal to 5 ಇದ್ದರೆ we take 3 to the RHS and we write x is equal to 5 minus 3, which is equal to 2. So x is equal to 2 is the solution of the equation. So in this way we solve the equation. Then what do you mean by solution? Solution ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? Solution means the value of the variable which satisfies the equation. ಎಕ್ಸಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಹಾಕಿದರೆ ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈ ಆಗೋದು ಅಂದರೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂನ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಎಲ್ ಎಚ್ ಎಸ್ಸು ಮತ್ತು ಆರ್ ಎಚ್ ಎಸ್ಸು ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಬರಬೇಕು. ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ವೆರಿಫೈ ದಿಸ್. Put x is equal to 2 in this equation, we get 2 into x is 2. In RHS we have 4. LHS is 4, RHS is also 4. So LHS is equal to RHS. We say x is equal to 2 satisfies the equation. Therefore, x is equal to 2 is the solution. ಅದೇ ಥರ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು -2ನ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. -2 + 2 ಈಸ್ 0. LHS is equal to RHS. X equal to -2 satisfies the equation. Therefore, x equal to -2 is the solution. ಅದೇ ಥರ ಇಲ್ಲಿ x ಇದ್ದಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಹಾಕಿದರೆ 2 + 3 5 is equal to 5 ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ 2 is the solution ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ. ಅಂದರೆ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಯಾವಾಗ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ? when the value of the variable satisfies the equation, then we call that value as the solution. Similarly, in the inequality, the value of the variable that satisfies the inequality, we call that value as solution of the inequality. Illi, if I take the value of x as 2, then this inequality will become 2 + 2 is greater than or equal to 3. 2 + 2 means 4 is greater than or equal to 3. We know that 4 greater than 3 is true. So it satisfies the inequality. Then 2 is the solution of the inequality. But here, in case of inequality, we do not get only one solution. We can also take the value of x as 1. 1 + 2 will be equal to 3. 3 greater than or equal to 3 means 3 is equal to 3 is true. So 1 also satisfies the inequality. Then we call 1 also as the solution. Similarly, if I take x as 3, then 3 + 2 is 5. 5 is greater than 3 is true. Then 3 is also solution. We can have many values for x which satisfies the inequality, and all those values will form solution for the inequality. If I consider this example, x greater than or equal to 85, then here x can take the value 86 or 85 itself or 87, all these values up to 100, and also x can take the value greater than 100. But here this is the example of percentage, and we know that the maximum percentage that can be scored is only up to 100. So we are limiting these values up to 100. The values 85, 86, 87 up to 100 satisfies the inequality. Hence all these values are the solutions of the inequality. If I consider the value 84, 84 greater than or equal to 85 is false. 84 does not satisfy the inequality. Then 84 is not the solution of the inequality. Then how do you define the solution? Solution of an inequality is any solution of an inequality in one variable is a value of the variable which makes it a true statement. The value of the variable which satisfies the inequality andru onde, which makes it a true statement andru onde. So here 85 greater than or equal to 85 is true. 85 satisfies the inequality. Therefore 85 is a solution of the inequality. 87 is a solution of the inequality. All these values are solution of the inequality. Observe the definition once again. Any solution of inequality in one variable is a value of the variable which makes it a true statement. These all will be the solution of the inequality. Now, as I said that the inequality can have many solutions. Equation can have only finite number of solutions, but here inequality can have many solutions. Now, the set of all these possible solutions form solution set. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸದ್ದು ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರಿ ಅಂದರೆ, ಸೆಟ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನಂತೀವಿ? ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Look at the definition. The set of all solutions of an inequality is called solution set of the inequality. Solution set ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸದ್ದು ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಯಾವ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನನ್ನು ಮಿಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಕಂಟೈನ್ ಆಲ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಮೇಕ್ ದ ಇನ್ಇಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಟ್ರೂ. ದಟ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಸೆಟ್. If I consider the same example of purchasing chocolates of rupees 10 when you have 200 rupees and you can purchase any number of chocolates of your choice, in that case we got an inequality x less than or equal to 20. ಇಲ್ಲಿ x ಅಂದ್ರೇನು, ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಚಾಕ್ಲೇಟ್ಸ್. ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂದಿತ್ತು, ನೀವು ಲೆಸ್ ದೆನ್ ಆರ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 20 ತೊಗೊಳ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಇತ್ತು. ಈಗ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಚಾಕ್ಲೇಟ್ಸ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ವಿ ನೋ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಐದರ್ 0 ಆರ್ 1 2 3. ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟೀಜರ್ ಅನ್ನೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೋಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಅಂತೇವೆ, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ನಾವು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಚಾಕ್ಲೇಟ್ಸ್ ತೊಗೊಳಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ. -1 ಚಾಕ್ಲೇಟ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡೆ, -2 ತೊಗೊಂಡೆ ಅನ್ನೋಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಅಥವಾ ನಾವು ಫ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಚಾಕ್ಲೇಟ್ಸ್ ತೊಗೊಳಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ವಿ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ದ shopkeeper to give half chocolate or 3/4 of the chocolate. We have to purchase 1 chocolate, whole chocolate, or 2 chocolates, or 3. We cannot purchase the negative chocolates or fractions. So here x can take the value whole number 0, 1, 2, 3 up to maximum 20. Then these are all form the solution of the inequality. All these values make the inequality true, and the set of all these values is called a solution set. We already know that the set is written with a flower bracket and all the elements of the set are written within this bracket separated by comma. So here I write 0, 1, 2, 3 up to I can write 20. It contains the set of all values which satisfy this inequality. Then we call this as solution set of the inequality. Idu yavaga when x is a whole number. Suppose if we have the condition that x is a natural number and the inequality is x less than or equal to 20. In that case the solution set will be starting from 1, 2, 3 up to 20 when x is natural. Suppose if I have the condition that x is any integer, then in that case integer ಬಂದಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಎಲ್ಲ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ನಂಬರ್ನು ತೊಗೊಳ್ಬೋದು. ಆಲ್ ದ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಲೆಸ್ ದೆನ್ 20 ಇಸ್ ಟ್ರೂ. ಅವಾಗೇನಾಯಿತು, you can consider 0, 1, 2 up to 20 and also you can go for negative -1, -2. ಎಷ್ಟು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ತಗೋತೀರಿ, it can go up to infinity. So we just put a dash and leave. It implies that starting from -infinity, it includes all the negative integer value 0 and the positive integer value up to 20. All these elements form the solution and this is a solution set. Remember that in case of integer all the negative numbers are included, so you have to put a dash here. This says that all the integers from -infinity are included up to +20 in this set. Now understand the difference between solution set and solution of the inequality. Solution of an inequality means the value of the variable that makes the inequality true, which satisfies the inequality. Here x equal to 1 is the solution, x is equal to 2 is the solution, x is equal to 3 is the solution, and so on. These are all solutions of the inequality. But the set of all these solutions form solution set. In case of solution, you can consider any value that satisfies the inequality, but in solution set you have to write all those values, collection of all those values which satisfies the inequality. In the solution set you should not miss any value which satisfies the inequality. Let us look at some examples. Write the solution set for the following. The first question is x less than 7 where x is a natural number. They have given the inequality and here x is a natural number. We have to write the solution set of all values of x which satisfies the inequality. Natural number starts from 1, so you have to check the numbers which satisfies the inequality. 1 less than 7 is true, it satisfies. Similarly, 2 less than 7 is true, 3 less than 7 is true, 4 less than 7. So the numbers from 1 up to 6 less than 7 is true. All these values satisfies the inequality. Then the set of all these elements, the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You cannot include 7 because 7 less than 7 is false. If you have the symbol less than or equal to, then 7 will satisfy the inequality because you have the symbol equal to also. But here we have strictly less than. So 7 doesn't satisfy, only these numbers satisfies the inequality. The set of all these values will form the solution set. When x is natural number. Suppose if x is an integer, then you can include all the negative numbers. So from minus infinity means I do not write minus infinity, we put a dash from the left. Minus infinity up to minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 6. The set of all these values will satisfy the inequality when x is an integer. But here the question is for natural, so this will be the solution set. Also you can say x can take any of these values which satisfies the inequality. So you can also write x belongs to the set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The next example, second example, x greater than 5, where x is an integer. So here I say that x is an integer. Write all the integers which are greater than 5. If I take x is equal to 5, 5 greater than 5 is false. Then x equal to 6, 6 greater than 5 is true. 7 greater than 5 is true, 8 greater than 5 is true, 9 greater than 5 is true. As here x is an integer, x can take the value greater than 5 up to infinity, plus infinity. So just put a dash and close the bracket. It says that starting from 6, it can take values up to infinity. We can write here x belongs to this set. Therefore, the solution set is set containing the elements 6, 7, 8, 9 up to infinity. This is the solution set. The set is written inside the flower bracket and elements are separated by comma. Next question. X less than or is equal to 10. Here again we have sub questions. First, when x is a natural number. Second, when x is integer. We solve these questions one by one. First, when x is a natural number, we have the inequality x less than or equal to 10. Write all the natural numbers which are less than or equal to 10. Natural number starts from 1. 1 less than 10 is true. 2 less than 10 is true. 3 less than 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. X can take the value 10 because 10 less than or equal to 10 is true. 10 equal to 10 is true. So this is a solution set for the first question. Now for the second sub question, x is an integer. You have to write all the integers which are less than or equal to 10. Less than 10 means all negative integers are less than 10. So we start from minus infinity up to minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, sorry, I'll continue it here. 9, 10. The set containing all these elements will form a solution set for the second sub-question. Now remember that you should not miss any of the element in the set. Solution set must contain all the elements which satisfies the inequality. So these are some examples of solution set. In this video we have learned the meaning of inequality, numerical inequality, literal inequality, double inequality, strict inequality, slack inequality, linear inequality, linear inequalities in one variable, solution of an inequality, solution set of an inequality, and some examples of solution set. Now in my next video I will explain some more examples, rules to solve an inequality, and we will solve some examples of exercise.